Welcome, Netrunners. Here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And I am Julian Assange.
Conspirations. Conspirations. That's a new word I just invented. It's a mixture of inspiration and transpiration and conspiracy.
That sounds like a very hacktivist term.
You know, in the future, in the Netrunner universe, this is going to be like a very common thing for people to say. So yes, welcome to the 10th of May. This is Mage Store Düsseldorf. This is the regionals, and we have two people playing. This is not a round of the actual regionals. This is kind of like after the regionals. We decided to do some friendly games, and this is a bonus round.
Ah, nice.
It's a bonus round for everybody to check out, so you can see somebody else, except not me playing here, right?
I like, because this person, they both have very colorful, very nice playmats. We always have to look at your boring black playmat.
Yeah, they both are very, very colorful, and the person on the right, which is Toby, even has like a custom Chaos Theory card, which has been custom painted to, I don't know, to be like this kind of cyber guy person.
Changed Chaos Theory into a boy?
I don't know what exactly. It's kind of hard to tell. I think she has some kind of armor. I think she's Master Chief. Anyway, so on the right we have Toby. He really wanted to be on the videos, and he was just too good for me. I was never paired against him. And on the left we have Spacehonk, also known as Gerion. Or Gerion? I don't know what's an American English Gerion in German.
Just call him Gary.
So who was on you remember that fateful final?
That horrible game where you should have won and gotten what you wanted anyway.
Yeah, so these two are pairing off now. So we have Chaos Theory on the right, which is a very small deck, very very consistent play, one additional memory, and on the left we have Gerion with Harmony Medtech, a very new Jinteki identity, which needs both players only need 6 agenda points to win.
I like that he not only is shuffling his hand constantly, but is doing it in an insane sort of way.
Yeah, in like a slidey kind of way. So Gerion starts off with a hedge fund and installing 2 ice. Very cool.
I do like Gerion's. I like Gary's counters, his money.
Yeah, he uses those little beats, and I think they work very well for him.
I got to use my broken egg tokens the other day.
Ah, so you enjoyed them?
I did, actually. At first it was like, oh, this is annoying. I have to remember to flip them the right way. Yeah. But then after about probably 10 minutes or so, it just became normal.
Sweet,
and
yeah.
Instead of shuffling my hand, I just messed with my money.
Sweet. So Toby is using here a prepaid voice pad, and then he plays a lucky find.
I found this.
Look at what I found. So he gets a lot of money, and he can play even events even more efficient in the future. He's playing actually a very similar Chaos Theory deck to the one I've been playing against Gerion last time around.
Do you think that the thing that he found is your "That's my fetish" gift?
Probably, and I think he even got on the front page of Imager with that. But also, those two players are also using those new tokens that we just ordered, because you only get them in America, so Gerion can make like this huge order of those.
Where do you get them from? Is it Team Covenant?
No, there was like a Kickstarter somewhere. There's like futuristic metal coins, I think that's called.
I like the broken egg ones because it looks like gold pressed latinum.
Yeah, we've been just testing those coins, and we realized there's a real problem between the 5 nomination coins and the 2 nomination coins. They're they're very similar to each other, and it's very difficult to tell how much money the opponent has. And
they're like similar colors too.
Yeah. That's a bit of a problem. On the other hand, they're like metal coins, so they clink very nice. So it's kind of they're haptically kind of nice. All right, so yeah.
I enjoy these. We'll have to put a link to the Kickstarter. Can you order them still?
Yeah, you can order them. It was Kickstarted, but you can still order them, and that's how those guys got it. You can there's lots of different designs they offer, and lots of different nominations, and yeah. All right, so Gerion now plays, and this is the trick with his deck. He plays Mushin no Shin. So you know what Mushin no Shin does?
Mushin no Shin, is that the one that allows you to put tokens on things?
Yeah, so you play a card in a new server, you use 2 clicks and 3 counters come on this card.
Nice.
But then you cannot advance, cannot score or rest that card this turn. So it has to survive 1 turn. So it's kind of like this: is it a trap or is it an agenda? And Toby gets out a self-modifying code and runs on archives, and then he runs on that new card. It's being protected by one ice right now. So let's see what it is.
1 measly ice. Look at all that Guy Fawkes. He's just...
That was actually, very surprising by Toby, because it looked like he didn't have any breaker out, so it was a good scoring window for Garion, but then he just got out a self-modifying code.
Yeah.
And that's really annoying for Garion now, because
and he has...
somebody flipped us off. Oh, no!
You gotta turkey gobble that shit.
That's again the store owner from Aachen. He always puts his flip off in our videos. Okay, so it's a Chimera, which would be normally great, but of course now Toby can get out the code breaker he needs with self-modifying code, and he gets out the Gordian Blade because the Chimera is now a code gate. The Chimera changes the kind of ice it is every time it is being rest. Alright, so he uses a Gordian Blade, and Garion just doesn't care anymore. He's a little bit on the edge now, because this was
kind of aggressive, Garion.
It was a really, really aggressive move by Toby as well. Alright, so prior to acquisition being scored here, and of course with Harmony Medtech, Garion is playing this popular new cool trick where, because you only need 6 points to win the game, if you play only 3-point agendas, you just need 2 agendas to win the entire game.
Yeah, so he's halfway there.
Yeah, but the trick is, of course, then Garion's also playing Shikyus. So if the runner gets a Shikyu, then he have to score 3 agendas to win the game.
So armed with an iPad and a virtual sword, and Toby attacks the corporation.
Toby just having quality time.
He had quality time, but he couldn't get a special order to go through. Internet problems.
All right.
I like Garion's playmat, by the way. What card is that?
That is Project Vitruvius.
When they're big like that, I don't recognize them.
Yeah, the art looks very different when enlarged like this. So Garion plays a restructure, he gets up all the money. Look at how much money he has there. So that's also the problem with those, like, the tokens. Like, when you have so many different nominations, it's kind of, it takes so much math to find out just how much money you have. Alright, so Toby gets a sure gamble. Money's up there. I think so. I guess he's now at 16, right?
Yes, it looks like it.
Katie Jones.
Katie.
Even your favorite art, Katie Jones. Have you gotten yours already?
I ended up not ordering them.
Oh.
It made me sad.
You just need to play, eventually win them.
I did, however, happen upon a community of people a few hours from here who are going to be doing a regional tournament.
Oh man, sweet.
So
you going there?
I'm gonna, if I can. They're having one this week, but I can't go because I'm gonna be gone.
All right, so Garion plays another Mushinoshin.
Oh no!
Toby responds with chugging in the diesel. Gets out clone chip. Oh
Why
man,
is Toby
look at
flipping
this.
off all of his cards when he plays them?
No, he just points, and then Toby has like this very kind of like matter of fact, kind of like very slacky kind of way of playing. Just points, offhandedly on his cards to tell that he's playing them.
I think
he gets out the garrote. He gets out a garrote and runs that thing. He finds he needs Tsubako. Use the clone chip to get out a self-modifying code, and use the self-modifying code to get out a probably Corona. Let's see about that.
That is expensive.
It is actually not that expensive. Like, clone chip doesn't cost anything, and self-modifying code also doesn't cost anything. Just the 2 credits for the self-modifying code. So yes, Corona gets out, and he still has 2 credits left to get through Himitsubaku. Himitsubaku. already, man, I'm really amazed by how efficiently he set up, like how quickly he got out his entire suite. Because I played exactly his deck on the next tournament, and I was never able to get up my breaker suite that quickly.
He's just not afraid to spend all of his money.
He's doing some. He did some discussion about how much money he has or doesn't have. Garen was kind of confused by the number of coins he had there. But yes, he scores the second agenda. It is an executive retreat and wins the game.
That is like a perfect runner moment. That should be like what the runner strives for every time.
It was a very... I mean, Garen tried to trick him with some Mushi no Shins, but Toby was unfazed. He just, got through everything that Garen threw at him.
I like the discussion they're having right now. That 5 looked like a 2! No, it's a 5.
So they realize... Because the first time we were using those coins, so they're realizing that there's a bit of a problem here, so there's a bit of a discussion. But, because this game was so quick, we go for a second round with the same kind of setup, same decks, not changing sides or anything, just trying it one more time.
This was my complaint for the Broken Egg money, is that there is enough room on there to have 2 numbers printed, because they're long, but they don't. So you can only either have it facing toward the runner, which is nice, or toward yourself, which is selfish, but also something I prefer.
Yeah. Well, at least it's mine. Well, the cool thing I find with your tokens, with the Broken Egg tokens, is that they have different colors, so you can color code at least.
Yeah.
And these, the 2 and 5 are both kind of like this gunmetal gray. So it's difficult to tell, by the color itself, what kind of nomination we're talking about. Yeah, so those 2 are shuffling, getting the second game in a minute now. There is something funny because Garen is using Mushi no Shin, right? So Mushi, right? The word Mushi in Germany means pussy.
Really?
Yeah. So Mushi means pussy. And it became a habit. Every time you play Mushi no Shin, you have to shout pussy. Garen's not doing it that loudly this time around, but yeah, that's kind of the thing that became a thing. All right, so we are. Toby is drawing up his cards to check out if he does mulligan or not. Garen is not taking a mulligan. Toby is thinking, will he do a mulligan? He's doing a mulligan. Arrgh. Man, look at those Guy Fawkes shields.
I know,
your prayers have been answered, Nick. So find you somebody who has some creative shields.
You can have any shield you want. You can go and have whatever picture you want printed on it, but nobody ever does. Also, you could get the clear ones and buy 49 or 40 whatever of whatever your favorite corporation is, and just shove 2 cards in the same sleeve. That'd be awesome.
You mean you put clear ones into a sleeve?
You have clear sleeves, and so at the back of the card, you have whatever corporation you're playing. And then you have the normal cards.
I don't understand what you just said, but we're about to begin the game because...
You have 2 cards in one sleeve.
Oh, now I understand.
So that the back of the card is the corporation that you're playing, or the runner that you're playing.
But you would need like a lot of corporation cards for that.
Yeah, there's actually people who sell on eBay. They'll sell 49 of one particular identity, and so you just buy that. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just print your custom shields with the corporation logo?
Because it's probably way cheaper.
All right.
To just buy the cards.
All right.
I don't know.
Won't that get incredibly thick if you do that?
Yeah. So you have a monster deck. So everyone just goes, "Wow, that thing's real big. You must be real important."
All right, we are about to begin this rematch. Garion
Speaking of Mushi,
gets out the 2 eyes and gets a credit.
You go, Harmony Medtech. You're gonna win this game.
Garen is one of those guys who
He's flipping off Sure Gamble again. Man.
All right. Toby's flipping out Sure Gamble, gambling money up. Garen's one of the guys who just went all out and decided to play Jinteki, the newly released Jinteki identity for the regionals. That's a pretty ballsy move right there. All right, Toby gets out the Corroder, runs on R&D.
Oh man! Wait, Corroder, that Quandary is a code gate.
It's a code gate. There is nothing Toby can do about this. Also, kind of like ballsy from Toby to be running on just face checking ice.
That's what you do. You run into walls with your ice or with your face.
But Jinteki is usually they have like sentries which do net damage. That shuffling, Nick. The creepy shuffle.
Creepy shuffle.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Garion draws a card. Garion thinks a lot. He draws another card.
A lot.
Well, it's tough. I mean, Garion has placed way below Toby in this tournament. Toby actually made it to the top 16. So we got the custom virus tokens, and Garen was above me because I was very, very low, but we were both kind of like in the tail end. So we are the underdogs.
Wait, what did Garion place in the tournament? He flips off his prepaid.
He's flipping all of the cards. He's like, screw this, screw this, screw this.
He flipped off Easy Mark.
Screw this.
Not Easy Mark. I found this on the ground. It's a picture of Johnny Cash flipping off the camera. That's what it is.
So he plays a prepaid voice bet, and he plays a lucky find to money up like there's no tomorrow. Garion scheming some mischievous traps. Let's watch this, Nick. Watch this. This is how you Jinteki. Mushi no Shin, or as we say in Germany, mushi mushi.
Mushi mushi.
And he, so when you mushi card out, and he installs an ice in front of it, because that's all the clicks you have. It's really nice. You have, it's a double. The mushi no Shin is the double, so you only have one click left to put an ice in front of it. And it has to be a new server. You cannot like mushi into like a huge server that you already built up previously. It has to be a fresh server.
Only one click left to play a Wotan.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! This drama and flipping even off the self-modifying code there. Pretty aggressive move from Toby again. Damn.
I think instead of flipping off his cards, he should just flip off Gary and get it over with.
Let's see about that. So self-modifying code and flips off. Now that you mentioned this, I cannot unsee this. He does a dirty laundry on the archives, but finds 2 Shikyus. All right, so the first Shikyu is 4 net damage. Garion pumps 4 credits into that.
Poops.
4 net damage. And yeah, Toby has to score it or he will die. So he has now -1 agenda point. And the other one is, I think, 2 or 1. Not exactly sure. I think it's 1. And Toby still decides to score it because now it doesn't matter anymore. So now he's at -2 agenda points. Man, I will have to create custom graphics for this.
-2. Wow.
All right, so but he still gets credits for the dirty laundry, and it's Garion's turn.
If Toby only had 1 card, would he just sit there and shuffle that card between hands?
I think you would flip it off.
He probably would. He just sits there and he just flipped off his deck. Or his hand. Oh God, Garrot! What the hell?
That's a person who really doesn't like his cards. Who really treats his cards like he plays an indexing.
Indexing.
He plays in the gear and just got money, and he plays. Toby plays an indexing, and does he play an indexing?
I don't think he played it. I think he discarded it.
No, he plays it because
he
now he. Or maybe he discarded it.
No, he played it,
and now
then he played.
You use the self-modifying code to get inside the R&D.
Yeah.
To skip the quandary. Now he can get to see 5 cards.
Man,
and
Toby has all the luck. I have to say, it must be because he flips off all of his cards. They just respect him a little bit more.
Yeah. He's kind of like, you know, he's ruling with an iron fist. He's ruling his deck with an iron fist. He runs on R&D again, but there was just a Project June bug. He didn't see an agenda and those 5 cards. Really nice thing if you have so low agenda density in your deck. It's very difficult to find. All right, so he runs on that Mushi no Sheened card. Garen doesn't res.
Yeah.
He decides not to res.
Ooh, okay.
And it's a cerebral override, and Toby is dead with with brain damage, killed with brain damage. Sweet. So Garen got his revenge. That's how you Jinteki, Nick.
That is how you Jinteki.
Happened to me this tournament, as you might remember. I know that feeling, bro.
You know them feels.
All right, so this was like a friendly game, like kind of like a how is that how you call it?
A pickup game.
A pickup game? Yeah, it's kind of like a relaxing game after the regionals. So yeah, I don't know. That's all the coverage we have from the regionals. We haven't recorded the playoffs because it was getting so late. We're just exhausted. We want to go home. Yes, I don't know what kind of videos we will post in the future because we are done with our backlog so far.
Oh man, we're just gonna have to start commentating on our Octagon play. We need to have an Octagon tournament of people who have been watching our videos.
No, maybe we should do something about that. Anyway, but we will return at some point in the future with some more exciting Netrunner videos. And until then,
Hack the planet! Shut up and get in the car! Shit on me.
And also, don't flip off your cards, man.